The customer service at Radio Dispatch is really good. I mean, right away when I was in contact with them, we made a decision. It was really easy to kind of talk to a representative and find out what the best radio for us would be and make that order. And within a matter of a couple of days, we had our product, and the channels were all programmed in. Everything was set, and there hasn't been one thing we've had to do besides turn the knob and turn it on.
Oh, it's really important to have a good crew behind you whenever you're racing. Sometimes somebody on the track will notice that a particular rider has done something new that hasn't been done all day, and then through radio communication they can get it to your mechanic, and he can try to translate it through a pit board as best as he can. So, it's little things like that that'll matter, whether somebody's jumping through the whoops or skimming them, or anything that could be different that's an advantage. It definitely helps.
Honestly, I take the thing, I plug it in while the truck is traveling, I take it off, and it never gets plugged in until the weekend is done. So the battery life on these things are really, really good, and like I said, the radio signals is always strong.
Pit crews, pretty important, especially when you're doing, time practice, and even, through the racing. They can radio to each other what someone else is doing. Definitely makes the racing a lot easier, just to have more eyes around the track and be able to relay back and forth to each other.
During a race weekend, every condition could happen. It was could be muddy, could be raining, and the radio exposed. And so far, no problem at all. In a wet condition, sometimes you run away to go do something, and then your radio fell off and hit the ground. No problem also on that. So durability is pretty good. It's definitely a tool for a race team. So as a mechanic, you're not gonna go buy a cheap tool. So definitely important to have a good one.
When you look at how important it is for a race team and to keep that communication going, even when you're at the event and you're not shoulder to shoulder, you can't turn around and tell somebody something. When one guy's at the top of the stadium and one guy's down on in the mechanics area, we got to be able to give them messages back and forth so that we can cover our bases. So communication is huge all the way down to race teams.
The communication is pretty clear, especially for me with my accent. It's kind of difficult sometimes to understand me.
And we wouldn't recommend Radio Dispatch to other teams, just because that's a bit of an advantage we got over them. So we'll keep that to ourselves.
I would recommend it to anybody that needs to talk to somebody that ain't standing right beside them.